I've gone way too deep for this children's game. Today we're covering V-Shift among other tech for Suika Game. Just don't think about how absurd it is. I already get too into kids games anyway. Alright, the first and most important thing to remember is called the gradient rule. You want to have the fruits line up from smallest to biggest. This essentially lets you create a pipeline to feed into the big fruit, which you want to keep in the corner. Having it in the middle means you're growing fruits on both sides, which will eventually kill your run. Okay, but this game is kind of random, so sometimes it'll just end up in the middle anyway. If that happens, you can do a V-shift. For this, you want to imagine two lines converging at the big fruit. You want to make one side way more, which will rotate the board and put your big fruit in the corner. I don't have like a witty segue lined up right now. Let's just talk about reverse order combos. This is a crucial tech where you get the upcoming fruit to land lower than the fruit that you have. What most people don't know about this is that you can place the second fruit as soon as the first one lands. So you want to place it high and flat. Another similar tech is called an apple shift. When you merge two fruits, it'll take the midpoint of those and spawn a new one. Since the persimmons are big, if you get just the edges to touch, the apple will spawn over the middle hump and roll down. The reason why this tech is useful is because of two reasons. The first is because you want to be doing a Cataclysm Cancel as soon as possible. A Cataclysm is when the big fruit starts floating up and messes up your entire board. To prevent this, we can wedge a fruit in the top corner. Just be careful to have the other side of the big fruit filled up because otherwise it's just going to fall right through. This is also a pretty good spot to wait for RNG since these fruits can't make their way over to the pipeline. Sometimes there's also a juicy merge, but if you go for it, a small fruit will get stuck or something. So always look at the big picture and don't get baited. If you made it this far and you like content on Japan or video games, I'd appreciate it if you could subscribe to the channel or follow me on Twitch. Anyway, now we're in the late game, so it's time to talk about the law of scales. Imagine the screen is split down the middle. Sometimes one side will go up and the other will go down. Now the important thing to remember here is that size doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Size doesn't matter. All fruits in this game weigh roughly equal, so you want to keep the same number of fruits and you'll be golden. And to wrap up the video, one last most powerful tech that you can have is to get lucky. This game is just luck, man. It's all